Hello you guys, welcome to my messy morning. If you saw my last video, then you would know we are in the middle of a ton of home improvement projects and we got some of them done. I showed those in the last video. I'll put that one up in the cards. But today I've got a lot on my mind, a lot I've got to work out and put into our schedule. I just basically got ready for the day and now I'm gonna jump in with my planner and figure out what exactly we're gonna do for the day. And I'm not gonna do this in pen because my mind is pretty scattered and I know I'm gonna have to work this out. Okay, so we have been doing a lot of like patching and painting and fixing up of the house, not only redoing the kitchen and finally doing that backsplash, but my husband did some patching in the kids' bathroom and I got a new shower curtain. Finally, I found this one at Target in the Hearth and Hand line. I don't think it's a new one. I don't know. I'll link this one down below, but I've got to put this up. We are finally painting Kaylee's old bedroom. We used to have this like sweet dreams lettering up on the walls and it was kind of babyish and didn't really have a theme. So we finally painted over the yellow. It's now a beautiful light gray. And today I've got to do the trim in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and just dump this all into my planner. And I gotta figure out, like my planner has the top 3 priorities for the day. And then you're supposed to put them in order of importance and you're supposed to put how long they're gonna take. So I need to kind of wrap my head around that. Obviously the kids are home as well. And I'm in the middle of figuring out homeschooling curriculum. I will have a whole video on that. If it hasn't been up already, it will be coming soon. Okay, let's get to work, Brittany. Let's focus. Let's have some coffee.
It was years ago, but how can I forget? We were 16.
So I've got everything in order on my planner. I want to go up and show you what I'm talking about as far as what we've been working on and then show you kind of what I'm going to be doing today. I did pick up a few things from Target to kind of style the boys' new room. We're always moving stuff around, you guys know that. But I got some really cute stuff from the Pillow Fort line and I had some pictures printed that I got on, I think it was Etsy. I bought some prints and had them done at Costco. So let me show you those and the room's like all nice and painted. So here's what I picked out at Target. Again, it's from the Pillow Fort line. So the quilt I went with is this one here. I liked the stitching. I had some other really fun bright ones too, but I figured since I was going with such a bright sheet set, I thought it would look cute, just kind of peeking out and then having this more neutral. I also got the matching sham, so I'll have that. I'll have this pillow for some decoration over the top. Oh, and I did notice this has Pluto on it, and I know Pluto is like no longer called a planet. It was when I was in school, but just so you know. But this little art piece, I mean, it's not little, this is pretty big. It doesn't have Pluto on there, so it's like kind of right, but kind of not right, so I don't know. It doesn't bother me. Pluto is still there. It's just maybe not a planet anymore. But anyways, I think this is gonna look really cute. I hope that it can all come together how I'm thinking with that new room. So here's the room that is gonna be the space theme. Let me put this up. There we go. So it's white walls. They're not patchy anymore. I don't know, the paint I used was awful and it was like streaky and stuff, but this is the Valspar stuff that I like. So this is where the bed's gonna go right there. I'll probably be putting this up here, I imagine. And then I'm gonna turn this into like a little reading area with a chair. It's gonna look so cute. So all that bedding will go here. And then this room over here, this is what we're still working on. So we've done the painting in here. There was a ton of work we had to do on this wall. I think I actually need to do a second coat, I'm noticing right there, because you can see the texture from what was just done there. But all the paint is done and we've got that in the middle of the room. Still have to do the closet. So there's a lot of like bumps and scuffs and chips and things like that I'm gonna do a whole fresh coat of paint on in the closet there. And then I still have to do the trim, like the base, because that is all fresh and new. He just put that up. Finally, this room is like all finished. So I'm really excited about that. Oh, and I have some like a bunny theme, a fun girly bunny theme for this room. So let me show you guys the art prints that I got off of Etsy. So these are the prints. And I got these off of Etsy and I made them huge. And I'm gonna do, I think, a black frame, the IKEA ones. I will have to cut these down just a little bit because I was originally gonna do an IKEA frame and have it like this natural gray wood, kind of like our floors, but I couldn't find it. And so the ones I could get IKEA were a little bit smaller than how I printed them. And anyways, if you're looking for a good place to get things printed, Costco is like the best. They're really affordable, and for what you get, and especially if you're gonna frame it, it's perfect. So now that you guys know what we're going to be doing today, I guess there's nothing left to do than just get started. So let's get to work.
Show me what it's like to be circling among the clouds, because without you by my side, I would be stuck here on the ground. You're lighting up the way, I can see the road ahead of me. I won't be stumbling in the dark. Your eyes are shining like the stars. I was down until you saved me, until you set me free. My eyes were closed, now I see clear as day, and I just wanted to say that you can take me high. Feels like I can fly. You can take me high. I can see the sun staring at you when you make that smile. I'm moving closer to you now. I can't get close enough somehow. And I was down until you saved me, until you set me free.
I did want to tell you guys too, kind of my favorite products for like when I paint trim, what I use. I have to say I am like a paint snob when it comes to the products I use. Not that I'm like brand loyal, but if I'm gonna take the time to do like a professional paint job and I'm gonna spend hours on a wall, I'm gonna want it to look like I paid a painter to do it. So the specific paint I use is always Valspar for walls, and you can get that at Lowe's. I usually go with the highest quality that you can afford. So this is Infinity paint. At least when I'm filming this, that's what they have as their top level for interior. And I pretty much always go with a satin finish. But when it comes to trim paint, what I'm doing down here is I actually use, you probably see me with this like a small paintbrush. I actually use like just a kid's paintbrush for the tops of the trim, because I want to make sure that I'm using like the right amount of paint, and I want a very crisp line, and I'm very fast with this type of brush. So I actually just do the top, like brushing it in with that small paintbrush. And then for the base, like for the side of it, because I want to be super fast, I use just a roller with a, it's like a foam, like a very fine foam. And depending on the size of, you know, your walls, like for the base, this is really, really thick, so I can just go along here. I always do the top, and then I'll roller over it, and then I'll go on the bottom. And since I've got this painter's tape down here, I can actually bump up on the floor, so I can get all the way down to the bottom like super quickly. So if you are painting trim, this is the method that works really well for me. Oh, and then the product I use is actually, this one is from Home Depot. Where's my paint can? Here it is. Okay, so it is, I mean, I've been painting with this and closing it and opening it and stuff. This is a Behr paint. It's their, oh, what is it? Urethane, alkylid, satin enamel, whatever. It's a white. This is a very, very specific paint, and it's meant for trim and doors. It has a little bit of self-leveling, so when you paint it, it's gonna like flatten down, and it's a really good durable finish. So I'll link this specific one from Home Depot. I have never found anything better, and I'm not even a fan of Behr paint, but this stuff is, you have to use it if you're doing white trim, in my opinion. It's really good stuff. And as you can see, like in our house, we have a lot of white trim and white doors and white everything. So I still have to do this back side of the door. Let me show you guys too, like what some of this trim looks like before it's painted, and then once I coat it, like you can see the difference. So here is the before, and this is actually new. It's not like, this was just put up a couple days ago. It's not all dirty and scuffed and stuff. But once it's painted, it just looks so nice and fresh and white, and you can see like the difference in the color there. It's just like a very bright white. And the nice thing too, oh, I should talk about the tape that I use, because that's also really specific. So I always use a sharp line or a frog tape. So this one here is the typical blue tape you'd see, except it says sharp lines. And what that means is that when I peel this off, you are supposed to peel it when it's wet. When I peel this off, look, there's no paint on the floor. There is texture on the floor. There's some little pieces of texture because my husband didn't tape before he textured, but that wipes off with water. But there's no paint. So even though I'm like bumping down there with my foam roller and I'm going fast, there's no paint on the floor. This is pretty satisfying. So when I'm talking about the tape, there is, in my mind, like 3 different types. There is regular 3M blue painter's tape. This is what you always hear about. To me, this stuff is like, don't even buy it because it doesn't block paint from seeping through. If you're painting trim, it's gonna get through onto your floor and you're gonna be cleaning paint off your floor. You can use that for like, if you're, I don't know, maybe if you're just putting down paper and you need to tape the paper on the floor, but not if paint's gonna be up against it. If you're gonna do that, you need either the 3M sharp lines. I'm gonna make a whole Amazon page for this kind of stuff so you guys can see. If it's linkable, I'll link it all in one spot. I'll have a painting favorites or something. And then if it's Lowe's or Home Depot specific, I'll put that down there too. But I'm very passionate about if you are painting, use the right products. It's gonna cost a few cents more, but you're not going to spend 3 times as long doing it. You know what I'm saying? So this is the 3M sharp lines. You can paint right up against this and it doesn't seep through as long as you have a good flat, you know, you've really smushed it down and it's up against the surface. It's more sticky, it sticks to it. And then the other one is Frog Tape brand. So you can see they compare like regular painter's tape. You see when they peel that line and how it's like seeped through versus the Frog Tape, which is like a very crisp line when you peel it away. This one even comes in like a container so that when you're you know, throwing it around and you've got your construction site, it has a container so that this doesn't get a messed up edge, because if it's messed up or it's not as sticky, it's not gonna perform the same way. So if you're throwing this kind of thing around, it's gonna be all bumped and like dust on it. Mine's already getting dusty, but I thought that was smart. I just tried this brand for the first time when we were doing all these projects recently. I was watching a professional painter here on YouTube and he was like, go with Frog Tape. And so I did, and I think this actually works better than the 3M in my opinion, but the Frog Tape's a little more expensive. So I'm just kind of using both as I need. They do have different widths too. So I think it's 1.4 inches and they have like a little bit wider. I think this one's like 1.8. So a little different. Anyways, these are like tools of the trade. I'll show you guys later too a few more things that I really like for like when I'm painting around the trim and stuff. A specific bucket that I use, it has like little inserts. I'll fill you guys in. It'll all be on my painter's favorites.
Didn't know the love was war. Then I saw you coming at me. Somebody that I used to know. Somehow you're my enemy. I don't wanna fight no more. Origami on the floor, breaking stuff that's so sentimental. Push and pull is all we do. Life is hollow without you. Ooh, without you, without you, without you, without you. Left hand feels so heavy, anchored to your memory. Ravage through my brain, oh, loose in the china shop. It goes non-stop. I don't wanna fight no more. Origami on the floor, breaking stuff that's so sentimental. Life is hollow without you. Ooh, without you. 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 Without you.
All right, so I've got all of the trim done in here, so I'm actually gonna go ahead and clean out the paint that we've got in the bathroom, put up our new shower curtain, and then we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start putting in all of the decor and stuff in the planet room while my husband works on getting the beds set up. So let's do it.
Why you wanna run away? Why you gotta be afraid? I wish I could make you stay, cause baby I love you. Why you tryna break us up when I'm tryna build it up? I wish I could make you stop, cause baby I love you. Guess I'm gonna dance alone tonight. I'm gonna miss your body. You know I can never get it right without you, no. I don't wanna step into the light if I don't get you, shawty. You bring out the sweetness of my life, oh yeah. Come on and give me that, give me that, give me that good, good loving. Come on and show me that, show me that, show me that you're the one. I move to the left while you move to the right. Why you tryna fight? Just come on and give me that, give me that, give me that good, good loving. Give me that, give me that, give me that, give me that. Give me that, give me that, give me that, give me that. Give me that, give me that, give me that, give me that. Give me that, give me that, give me that, give me that good, good loving. First you wanna come around, then you say you're leaving town. Everything is upside down. Oh baby, I love you, yeah. Why you gonna leave when I need you the most? Wherever you go, I'll be there, you know. Don't be a stranger, don't be a ghost, cause baby, I love you, yeah. Guess I'm gonna dance alone tonight.
So we've got the bed all set up and done. I actually took this bed frame that we had made and the kids have like written on it and stuff. I tried my best with the magic eraser, but it wasn't coming off. So I actually used the orbital sander and just took off like the top layer, and I have to say it looks a lot better now. So between that and the new bedding and sheets and everything, it's all fresh. And then right now Joseph's trying to see if we've got anchors and stuff so we can put up that new planet wall hanging. So it's coming together, it really is. And then I've got to bring back in the clothes. I did put these little baskets up here, and I think that's gonna be nice just for like extra storage if we need it for blankets and stuff. I'll have to grab it, I think. Like right, okay, so let me see. And it's up, we got it. So the room feels, at least how I think, it feels very minimal, it feels very clean, easy to clean, right? I would really like to find like a big, I don't know if it's out there, but like a big stuffed animal planet or something, or like the sun. Wouldn't that look so cute, just like over here on the window? And there's like a spot you could put a desk in here too, because there's actually quite a bit of space when you really step back and look at that corner there. So you could easily put a desk in for sure. So I have to show you guys this. It's the difference of having the window caulked and fresh and not. So look at this. So see this window here where it meets the trim? It's kind of like a line going down there. Okay, look what it looks like once it's done. Isn't that crazy? It's just like so much more clean and perfected. So there's the before and there's the after. Isn't that crazy? Now we're gonna go ahead and put up that shower curtain that I got, and then we're gonna start on the other room.
'cause where you go is where I go. I don't need nobody else. I got you, and you got me too.
You can ride all the blue. I wanna do what you want to. We can leave and run away someday, someday. I've been saving,
I love how this shower curtain looks. So not only does it have the nice, you know how it kind of like hangs like that up at the top, but it's got those little tassels down at the bottom, and it really looks so good with like the overall feel of the bathroom, which I've gotten some questions about if we like if we redid our bathroom or whatever. We just redid the kids' bathroom upstairs and we made it very similar to our master bathroom. So let me give you guys just a little peek in case you missed it. So obviously new shower curtain, and we've got the matte black towel rod. We went with matte black on pretty much all the finishes throughout the house. So this little hanging towel bar there. Obviously this is really similar to what I have in my master bathroom. So I got this, I'll have to link it down below. I think this was from Home Depot or Amazon, but I really like it, like the shape, and it looks very, very modern. The top of the countertop, we actually just redid these ourselves, and I bought the knobs, and then we painted this with the trim paint I told you guys about. And yeah, turned out pretty good. This top here is from IKEA. The drain stopper, I got that on, I believe, Amazon. And I printed this little picture on, I think it was an Etsy shop. I bought that and I printed it at Costco. So I just got a little hint of pink. Just kind of like the bathroom could use a little bit more color or something to add some brightness. Like maybe even the color that my shirt is, just to add some like flair a little bit. Maybe I might do a colored towel or something like that, because it is very like black and white, and I wanted it to be a little bit girly but still good for the boys. So maybe some fresh flowers. I think that would really like liven it up in here, especially for a bathroom. I think that's what I'll have to do. So I mentioned I wanted to show you guys some of the other things that I use when I'm painting, not just for trim, but like whole rooms, walls, ceilings, and all of that stuff. Oh, if you guys haven't seen it, let me give you just a little peek at our new Backsplash. Ignore the messy counters, there's crumbs and stuff, but I'm so excited about it. So this is what I wanted to show you guys, the things that make the job so much easier. So first of all, whenever I'm doing anything that I have to cut in, this makes it so much easier to just one hand hold your paint, and it doesn't give you like that cramp in your hand because it like does the holding for you, and you can adjust this little hand strap. So I will find this and I'll put it in my Amazon if you can get it there, or I think I got this either at Lowe's or Home Depot. And the nice thing is they come with these little liners that you can buy. I think it comes with your first one. And then there's a magnet here. So when you're using your brush, this is a dirty brush, but when you're using your brush, it always has this like metal here. So you just stick this up against the magnet and it holds it out of your paint. So it doesn't get like too far in there, and then you end up with like paint creeping all the way up here. And then, oh, I should let you guys know too, when I'm cleaning a brush, like this one has been used and then like wrapped, and I kept it for days and it's got paint everywhere. The best thing you can use to clean those off is like one of these stainless steel, I'm not sure what they're called, but I buy them in like a big pack, and let me show you how I clean them. So I just turn on the water and then I just scrape, and this gets off like those really stubborn, like stuck on paint things so much faster. You can even kind of go sideways a little bit. You could use a little bit of soap, but see how that just got all of those like big chunks off? Super, super helpful. And then this is my favorite like edging brush. It's called Whiz, I guess. I've never really thought about it, but the bristles are much more flexible than like a natural bristle brush, and it just has like this really nice cut to it. So when I squish the bristles, you can kind of see it's fatter on this end and it's more slim at that end. So anytime you're like edging along something, it is just, this is the best brush. It also fits your hand really nice, and this is the best. I totally didn't intend for this video to become like how to paint and what I like to use for painting, but it's stuff you gotta know if you're doing these projects.
I'm on the train headed back to Indiana. The rain is forming into rivers outside, writing down all the things that I miss, and in the letters you take form. No, I won't go back tonight with a habit to the restless me. I'm leaving all that stuff behind. We can start all over in our hometown, running free. It could be everything that we were chasing. I'm impatient just to see how you make everything fall into place. How you make everything fall into place. You see, you make everything. I'm the first one to get off at the station. There's something in the air that I can't place, and now I see a silhouette in the dark. It's like time has stood still. I'm gonna hold you tighter this time around. Now feeling like I need to escape. The world outside only made me numb, 'cause I just wanna be here in our hometown, running free. It could be everything that we were chasing.
All right, you guys, that's gonna be it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe because we have a lot more updates that are all happening right now, and I wanna share every little bit. I know it's fun to follow along with the whole process. Also, another big update that we're making some huge life decisions right now, and I want to take you guys along with the whole process and stuff. So make sure you're subscribed, hit the notification bell. If you're looking for more videos right now, I'll put a couple recent ones up here in the corners and in the cards, and I will see you guys soon.